Okay, so who remembers where we left off?
Frank was about to look in his dad's room.
All right. So, as you're approaching the door, the doctor says, "No." um, as you're aware, we are equipped to handle this kind of situation.
What kind of situation?
So that's what he's saying as you look in the window. As you look in the window, your eyes pan across the room. The walls are covered with glyphs and graffiti in many different mediums.
I
Anything...
swear, if you say poop, I quit. No! Gross! He's a painter! Ah.
I actually heard poop in my head before it was even mentioned. I was like, there's going to be poop on this wall, isn't there?
He's painting in poop.
Pen, charcoal, paint, anything that he could get his hands on has been used in writing on the walls. And you see your father strapped down to the bed, unmoving.
Are his eyes open? Can I see?
Not from this far away.
How's he gonna paint if he's strapped down?
He's strapped down now. I'm going to turn to the doctor. What the hell's going on here? When did this start?
This started about a week ago.
What set it off?
We don't know. He just started writing on the walls one day and muttering to himself.
What does it say?
The noodle recipe. We'll see when we get inside. I was kidding.
Noodle recipe?
No.
Smart ass.
Was he okay mentally before this?
So I'm not entirely sure what you're trying to ask with that question.
I'm trying to ask was basically what was his general medical condition physically and mentally, I guess, before this wall writing thing started?
Poop.
He was perfectly normal. There was nothing unusual about his demeanor.
Can we go inside?
He turns to the nurse and says, "Go ahead and unlock the door." So,
do you have the link to that note still, Guido?
oh yeah. It actually it should.
Oh,
still
actually,
be
it'd still
Skype.
be in the chat. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Hold on a sec.
Oh, that was. I meant to put that into the video. Damn it.
I remember.
Sorry.
We
He read
talked about it.
And then I totally forgot.
Okay. All right. Are we inside or?
You walk inside and you are assaulted by what you expect to find,
it. It smells like poop.
among other things. There's
All right.
hints of bleach and, I mean, basically a myriad of smells.
A cornucopia.
Cornucopia, yes.
Are the symbols recognizable at all?
Do you have... I know one of you has a cult. I can't remember if it's
I have
Marcus or
two
Mara.
in a cult.
Okay. You recognize some of it very similar to the writing that was in the other room in the apartment.
I have 3 in a cult.
Hmm.
Weird.
Is there any... Is it just like similar symbols, or can I get an impression of what it is, essentially? If not an exact translation, just sort of a, you know, what in the general sense we're looking at?
He's coming. It walks at night. The feedings continue.
Huh. Now, when you say, because I want to be clear, when you say that these are similar markings to the ones that were in the apartment, is this the same stuff that was written in the apartment? Like,
No, just there's. So I wasn't sure what your
just similar,
was.
the same alphabet or language,
Yeah,
basically.
some of it, yes, but some of it is not. I mean, there is several different. So you're seeing hieroglyphics, you're seeing Latin, you're seeing symbols that you think may be shit.
Literally,
Even those are
it is shit.
Well, yes, that wasn't what I meant though. Ancient. The culture that was like Mesopotamia.
Aztec?
No,
Incan?
no, you're thinking South America. Mesopotamia was like pre-Egypt.
Oh,
Yeah, them.
Yeah.
Insert note across recording. Actually, that's
Now, it has to.
I have-
It has to follow your finger too.
I have
now.
no idea what you're trying to
Sumerian.
say.
Sumerian?
Sumerian?
Sumerian, yes, Sumerian. Thank you.
Good call.
thank you, Ghostbusters.
So yeah, there's several different languages, several different writings, but it's all, I mean, from what you are able to decipher. There's,
It's not gibberish, though. I mean, these are like he's writing something here.
yes,
Like,
yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception for me.
what was that again?
Perception? Oh, it's wits plus investigation.
It's investigation.
I'm not going to have Frank roll it because you're more focused on your father. But Mara, since you were looking at the writing, you can roll that perception as well.
Wits plus.
Investigation.
Wits and investigation.
Wow.
1.
Okay.
I'm stupid. I am not paying attention. Apparently, I'm still asleep. I'm just like.
You're distracted because of the poop.
Poop.
Yeah. You're just disgusted.
I don't
Yeah,
like.
you're just like,
I can deal
You were
with a lot of
taking
things, but
Oh
poop.
my god!
No.
It's a literal poop penalty.
I don't do poop.
So, Marcus, I'm going to go ahead and give you this. I was hoping for more successes, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. As you're reading through the writings, you notice that neither the doctor nor the nurse show any inclination of having any idea what this writing means.
They don't.
They're
care.
more interested in finding bleach to clean it than deciphering it.
I don't blame them.
all right. Actually, oh no, wait, it's wrong time period. But
You wanna
Actually,
take cell
you know what?
phone pictures.
exactly what I was thinking.
Flip phones
Um,
got cameras. They're just shitty.
No, but
No pun intended.
Yeah,
all
but-
right.
You don't have the technology to like Google whatever. Google.
No,
pictures.
Remember,
but
this
just
is the
for-
era of the block phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we don't even have flip phones yet, do we?
No.
Maybe you could take some sketches. I suggest not doing any rubbings.
Just
I mean,
ta-
that would
take some
work.
paper-
You'll just take
Just press
shit
the
with
paper against the wall and then peel it off with the big smudges
You.
on it.
Lick the paper first, so it sticks.
No, you lick
First?
the paper. Why not afterwards then?
What's a scratch and sniff afterwards?
I just said that to make Waffles
Guys.
upset.
Okay.
All right.
Move
Wow,
on,
we went off
please.
the rails.
Please, move on.
Why don't you take some sketches or something?
Well-
Just to be safe, if anything that looks appropriate to you.
Does anybody have
All
a
right,
disposable camera? Disposable
say we have.
cameras.
Actually, no, I turned to the doctor and I was like, do you have a camera?
Is there a gift shop at this place? I bet they got disposable cameras in the gift shop.
Ooh, maybe Polaroids.
Oh.
Ooh, it's fancy for technology.
Okay. Yes, the first floor has a convenience store, the Golden Years Handy Stop, which you're pretty sure is going to have disposable cameras.
All right, I'm gonna hand out a 50. Somebody go get a camera.
Really? You carry that kind of cash?
why
I will
wouldn't Frank-
take that 50 and I will go get a camera.
And we will never see her again.
I want a receipt.
Camera.
Can I get
I want
something
receipt.
to eat and or
I
drink?
bought you a $49.99 camera. Here's your
Yes.
change.
All right.
Yes, you can get something to eat.
I'll be
Bring us-
back.
I don't know why. I don't know why you'd be hungry after being in this room, but whatever. But yeah, that's normal money for Frank.
All right.
Okay.
Frank has still got some of his wealth left.
You actually have points and resources, don't you?
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
so.
Okay. I was pretty sure you did, but I just couldn't remember. So.
Okay.
Really quick, Katie, there's also a cafe down on the first floor. So if you actually wanted something to eat,
I'm gonna go
they
get
have.
coffee.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over and stand over my dad to get in his line of sight. I assume he's staring straight up or something. Or does he register our presence? I guess would be a better question.
When you walk over to the bed, his eyes open. It's almost as if he is. Not almost as if. He is so drugged up, you don't think he recognizes you.
As long as he's not flinging poo.
At the moment. Actually, while he's doing that, I'm going to go out to like the nurse's station or something and see if I can get like a notepad and a pen.
Okay.
For just so like, even though we're taking pictures, like if there's anything that looks important on that wall, I want to take, I want to write some of it down.
Is his medical chart in here?
No. That's going to be back at the nurse's station. They didn't want it getting contaminated.
By the poop.
Is he clean?
We had it. We
Is he clean at least? I assume they clean him up.
Yes.
They wouldn't have a job otherwise.
I'm gonna.
Can't let a patient sit in their own piss and urine.
Does he look unhealthy? Is he overly pale, sunken eyes? Does he look like he's getting over a flu, or does he just look like a dude laying in a hospital bed?
Dude.
In his drugged state, he is relaxed and he does not appear unusual in any way other than he's drugged.
I'm gonna like try to snap my fingers in front of his face, say "Dad, Dad," see if I can get any kind of reaction here.
His eyes flicker over to you. He blinks. It looks like he's going to say something. And then his eyes return to the ceiling, and he's just staring off into space.
Better watch out. Frank likes to beat the shit out of things first before,
Is there anything written on
It's
the
not
ceiling?
acting normal. Let's kill it. Sorry.
Is this just the only room, or does it have like a little bathroom in it or anything? like some hospital rooms do. It's just a room and that's it. There's no closet, no.
No, it's basically an enclosed room. The bathroom is a bedpan.
Or the walls, apparently.
Well, yeah.
Or the bedpan is a painter's palette.
Yes.
Is the doctor still there?
He's standing in the doorway, watching you.
What is your medical diagnosis of what's going on here? I mean, he went from normal one day to this. Something had to have caused it.
He gives you a long, drawn-out explanation of basically when you have a psychotic break.
Oh.
I don't know what that description would be, medically, but that's what he tells you.
That doesn't just come out of nowhere, though. Something has to have happened. Could have been anything, but what was it?
We don't know.
Not enough waffles.
Or too many.
Is there what would I roll? I want to see if this this doctor is giving me what he believes to be the truth, or is he trying to bullshit me?
So that would be an empathy, or
Please something else.
I was gonna say, too bad I'm not there.
it's going to have to be a social skill of some kind. Empathy, expression, persuasion.
I've got
One-
persuasion.
What about subterfuge? Because
I don't
it's basically
have that.
detecting a lie.
I don't have that. Streetwise, maybe, but I don't think that's
No.
what they mean by streetwise.
No,
I
would not
got
be streetwise.
I got persuasion or expression.
So
Socialize.
no, it wouldn't be socialize. I'll allow a persuasion roll.
Just straight persuasion.
So it would be manipulation plus persuasion. Basically,
Holy
to detect whether or not he is lying to you.
Okay.
Hey, you
Two
can
successes.
actually roll correctly today.
You're not in the room
I'm getting coffee
with my money.
with your money that you may or may not see again.
You believe he's telling you the truth. You detect no dishonesty in what he's telling you.
Does he look normal? Does he look like a regular guy?
Yeah. There is
What
nothing
about-
odd about him.
All right. Now now I feel like it. Never mind. I actually need to look something up before I ask my next question.
Very well.
How long till he comes out of this drug stupor? I'd like to talk to him.
Sometime. Was not prepared for that
6
question.
hours. Depends on what you gave him.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean,
All of the drugs.
how long would a shot like that last?
I'd say 6 hours.
Sounds appropriate. Yeah, 6 hours.
Well, 6 hours from now, how long ago was he given the shot?
Several hours ago.
One
6
more
hours is good.
question then. Do I have power of attorney?
Ooh. Shit. I haven't thought about that.
Next of kin, if he's incapacitated, I think you would.
Why would your father have given it to you?
Whoa.
Hold on. Considering your relationship with your father, why would he have given you power of attorney?
Do you need
I would
it, though,
assume
if
because I
it's-
was the only one close.
Do you need it if
Is-
it's kin, though?
Yes.
You still need one, even if it's family. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought as long as you were related, that was basically...
I figure if Mom was around, she'd be here and she'd have it. She's not here. We've never said anything about Frank having any siblings.
True.
She did.
Actually, I looked it up and I still wanted to be sure. Do I get any sense of the supernatural in this room from Unseen Sense?
So you have had this itching in the back of your neck since you walked in the door.
Specifically in the room, once I've entered the room, it started.
The room itself, it has diminished, but it seems to be pervasive of the entire building. Basically, the elevator, you felt it. The reception desk, you felt it. The hallway walking up to this room, you felt it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
When you
Did
walked
we get in
in
an
the-
elevator? Well,
Yeah.
fuck that.
You're on the 4th floor.
God.
Was it noticeably more intense anywhere in the building? Or was it just always sort of this low kind of background hum of unease?
It's just been a low background hum.
All right.
I mean, if you were to interpret it, now, granted, I don't like telling you what you're feeling, but my interpretation of what you're feeling, you know, knowing that this is a retirement home, knowing that there have probably been hundreds of people that have died since the place was built in the 50s. There's going to be some residual spiritual energy.
So like feels haunted almost.
It's not haunted like the apartment was when, you know, you guys were going through hell. But there's there's definitely some kind of, I'll say, presence, whether it's words, it's not, you don't feel that it is wow. Sorry, I'm at a complete loss for words here.
I feel the feeling this is where we pause the video.
We'll be
Yeah.
right back.
Yeah, I've got that screen up in the recording. Fuck words.
Although don't edit out the sound because it's fun hearing you. Like, fuck, what am I gonna do? God damn it! It's like intermission, and in the subtitles it'll be like GM moans in frustration.
I don't feel that it's not aggressive.
Watchful. Does it feel like we're being watched?
Okay.
I mean, like I
Well,
said, it's completely up to you how, because it even says it could be just a vague impression. What you've said is kind of enough to get me started. If you don't want to be more specific, that's, you know, it's up to how you want to describe it.
it's not the word that I want to use, but I'm gonna say you don't feel as if it is aggressive towards you, but there's definitely a feeling of uneasiness that pervades is, you know, throughout the entire building.
Okay. All right. At this point, I'm just kind of looking over to Frank. And what are you doing right now? You're still trying to get your dad's attention, or are you waiting now?
Chilling.
All right. I kind of just walk up to him and was like, if it's gonna take a while for him to get out of this, maybe after Mara gets back and we take pictures of the walls, maybe we should go downstairs and relax for a minute. I want to talk to you alone. And I don't mean alone without Mara. I just mean away from, people who work here.
Well, thanks for making that not awkward.
I want to talk to you alone.
Well, but not alone.
At that point, I just start slowly stroking his back. I want to talk to you alone, baby.
All right, after we get the pictures, we'll take a breather.
All right. And basically, we just
chill and wait for Mara a little bit, maybe.
Get a move on, lady. Come on.
I'm waiting on somebody to tell me that I'm back.
Okay.
You tell us you're back. You're you.
I'm trying to stay away from the poo-filled room.
So I'm going to say, Frank, you do have power of attorney. So what was it that you were wanting to do with that?
Get him the fuck out of
nothing at the moment.
Okay.
I was just thinking back to my dad's letter where he wants out of here. I'm not sure that's necessarily what I want to do, but if it comes to that point, I want to know I can legally make the decision to do so. To transfer him something else.
Sure. All right. So, Mara, you come back with your coffee and a camera.
I got everybody coffee because he gave me $50.
Yay!
Better be some good coffee.
Here's the change, Frank. See, I can give back money.
Yeah, it's kind of look at Frank.
There's a receipt.
So you get $42.50 back.
And I will start to take pictures of the poo.
You do that. I'm gonna walk down the hallway for a sec. Just kind of glance in some other rooms. Do things look normal? Or what I would expect to find?
So most of the fourth floor is dedicated to assisted living with nursing staff available across the floor. It's less like an apartment building for the aged and more like the traditional idea of a nursing home. It's composed almost entirely of patients who cannot care for themselves directly and who need round-the-clock or waking hour care. So you see some people in wheelchairs, some people wandering around with like the IV bags on a stick.
Okay.
But most of them are, I don't want to say bedridden, but they're, not, those that are up and about don't look like they're enjoying their time up and about.
Okay, that's it for now.
Okay. Mara, you finished taking the pictures?
Sure.
You've got 3 pictures left on the camera roll. What do those usually have? 27 or something?
Well, it's like the 90s, so you may have invented it just now.
Oh, that's true. I can be a trendsetter.
All right.
All right. So you're done,
I'll keep the 3 pictures for whatever.
For reasons.
For reasons.
Okay.
So I just kind of was like, let's go find Frank. I think we need to talk about something.
So you're heading back downstairs?
Yeah, just we go grab Frank and head down to. You said there was a little place to eat down there. It's like after we get down there, I just kind of look. It's like there's something wrong here. It feels like the apartment building. I don't know how else to explain it. There's something not right here.
Oh no, I can't go through another. No, please tell me. You've been hitting the bottle or something. Did you bring a flask with you? Because
I wish I was hitting the bottle, believe me, but I can't put my finger on it, but there's something off here, and I don't know what it is. It's not as bad as it was there. Nothing is like...
Malevolent.
Good word.
That's the word I was looking for earlier.
Well, it's like there's nothing evil or like hateful here, but it's definitely something's not right.
you guys pretty much saved my ass back there at the apartment building, so that's why I'm here. But say the word, and we'll get the fuck out of here.
Well, we can't just leave your dad here. So, what do you want to do?
I want to try to talk to him first. See what the fuck's going on.
I'll stay here with you, but I don't
All
like
right.
it.
Well, I'm not saying we're going to be here forever. You're just getting a bad feeling?
Yeah, but it's the same feeling, and it's been kind of let me put it this way: it hasn't been wrong yet. When we're like it was in the apartment building.
So what'd you get from the writing on the walls?
I recognize some of it. It said, and Guido, help me out here. Yeah, I forget what you said a few minutes ago.
I was assuming that the two of you were working together, and
me?
that's how. Yeah, because you have a cold
I rolled
too.
a 0, though.
I didn't have you guys roll on that.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, I didn't have you guys roll on the occult thing.
Oh, I didn't ask that question then. Never mind. I know what it says. Parts of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Between the two of you, you were able to figure out what I had told you.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Could you recap that just for?
So between the Sumerian writing, the Latin, the other languages, it's basically saying that there is something here that is feeding on the patients.
So, can't believe I'm going to say this, but given the situation that we just came out of at, what's her name's apartment?
Janice's
apartment. I'm going to have to agree with Marcus. Something does not feel right. And up until yesterday, or the day before, or however long it's been, I didn't believe in any of this bullshit, but now I do. So something's going on.
So
and if I'm going to be stuck here with you guys, we may as well get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, and I mean, if the writing is to be believed, it's, it's kind of, if there's something here and it's feeding off them, it's kind of makes a really creepy kind of sense, because there's going to be death here every day. So who's going to look twice at it?
Can I get a nap in first?
We got 6 hours to
I'm
wait.
still tired as shit.
All right, we can go back to the car.
Frank, go ahead and give me another stamina roll.
I don't need to go to the car. I sleep anywhere.
Oh, what the hell is stamina? Just straight stamina?
Stamina plus survival is what I had you roll when you were in the car. Basically, it's to see how tired you are after.
Very tired.
So you've got your day before the poker game, your night of hell, and then you've driven to your dad's retirement home. So
here we go.
Hey, it's not a 0.
Okay. So you're pretty sure you could keep going. You can make it the 6 hours until your dad's expected to be awake. But the question is, do you really want to?
No, I don't. Why don't we can pass out in the lobby. Well, not the lobby. It'd be the visiting. Don't they have like a general family area?
A waiting room.
Are you going up to reception and asking?
yes, if there's no obvious signs, I'll go up to reception and ask.
Okay. We would prefer if you don't sleep on the premises, as you know that it is for the residents, and pretty much the only place that they would allow sleeping would be in the intensive care units if your family member is, expected to be dying. And but there is a motel just down the road.
I don't think leaving is a good idea. I mean, as much as I want to sleep, at least one of us has to stay here because something's going on. I
If
can
it's just-
sleep. I can sleep anywhere. So
We could just go out and snooze in the car, I guess.
that works too.
All right.
Let's go outside, lock the car, and sleep.
Okay.
Sleep, yay!
We can set it. Can we set an alarm on our flip phones? No.
We don't have
Maybe.
flip phones.
Oh, we have brick phones. That's right.
I have a giant brick computer.
Can you set a timer on it?
I don't know. I don't remember how computers were back then. Sure.
People have been making noise with the beeper for years.
Well, we have
Before
watches.
Apple's-
It's not like we don't have watches. We
Well-
can set an alarm on our watch.
Oh, like those digital watches where like
Yeah.
you play a game of Pac-Man on them?
Beep, 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 beep.
There is one thing we could do, but it's sort of like it could work, but I don't know if it would make sense in a story kind of thing because it would be really fucking boring. But I do have iron stamina in my merits, so I could I don't get fatigued that easily, so I could stay awake and just like come back for you guys come back in a couple hours and wake you guys up.
Could do that. I'm not sure. Well, then at some point your stamina will start becoming an issue. There's nothing going on. We got 6 hours to kill. You might as well grab a few hours too.
Hmm.
Guido, you were saying?
So I was just Googling 1990s laptops.
Oh no. Something
So,
tells me it's not backpack portable, is it?
No. So most of them, granted, I'm not actually investigating, but
Oh, those are adorable.
right?
I'm looking at like one of those Windows ones.
But
It's still a brick, but
well, all right.
it's
How
a
about
smaller
this?
brick.
Because I did there was one thing I wanted to do, but it wouldn't necessarily need you guys to be there because I'm not going to actually do anything. But because I was saying earlier, like, did I get a more intense feeling in one place or another? You guys go to sleep. I would just kind of go and just kind of walk down the halls and see if I notice anything specific. Like, I walk all around the first floor, up one, all around the second floor. I can't imagine if I'm not stopping for anything particular unless I sense something odd. I can't imagine it taking more than 20 minutes, and then I can go take a rest.
Okay.
Whatever you need to do.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I will say, Katie, your laptop can set an alarm,
Okay.
but you have to leave it running.
Oh. I don't think batteries
So-
were all that great.
Oh man.
Oh, on standby, they might have been okay.
Because they didn't really have car adapters for laptops back then.
Mm-mm.
So
We'll just set a watch alarm. It's just somebody's got a watch. We'll set an alarm.
Digital Casio.
Yeah. That it's
All right.
just easier that way.
I don't picture Frank having one.
I have one in my backpack.
I was going to say Mara and Marcus both give me a chance roll. If you roll over a 6, you will have a digital watch that has an alarm on it.
What, that's just 1 dice?
Yeah, that's just the chance die.
Uh-oh.
That's a 3.
God damn! You're not supposed to laugh like that when we fail, asshole. You know what? Let's just go to sleep. Fuck it. I never sleep well in a car anyway. I'm not going to sleep for 6 hours straight. I mean, who does that? I'm just going to sleep.
Okay. So is Marcus still wandering around, or are you going to sleep?
I'm going to check around and see if I feel anything. If not, then I'll just go back and I'll wait out the time.
So you wander around some. There's nothing untoward that you notice. The residents that you see are either, happy, miserable, or asleep, as,
Like we are.
This kind of facility would house. But nothing jumps out at you as unusual.
Literally or figuratively.
Exactly.
All right. I'll accept that. Just like I said, I just kind of wanted to see if... Actually, now question. How many floors are in the building?
5.
All right. Is there a basement?
Ooh.
Yes. So technically 6.
All right. I don't think I could access the basement without raising some kind of a problem. If I sort of go, is there an access door that I could just sort of, do I feel anything there? This is maybe a place that we should worry about.
You know what? I'm going to say there's a door from the back side, and it's not even locked. So if you wanted to go in,
I would. All right. I open it, and I kind of look around. Is there anything like a little doorstop or something that I can prop the door with so it won't close behind me?
Sure, you can find something. There's a wrench nearby. You can use the wrench to prop it open.
All right, I do that.
Okay.
And I just head down the stairs, just to the bottom of the stairs, and I kind of look around. Is it, well lit?
So what I was picturing is you've got the stairs from ground floor down to the door.
Oh, okay. Headed down the stairs, I open the door.
Right. And so you prop it open with the wrench that's just inside the door.
Immediately, Jason, is it light, dark? How's it look inside?
There's light coming in from a couple of windows. There's a light switch to your right.
I flip the light switch.
Lights come on. It's for a basement clean. It's clean and well lit with a boiler, a huge boiler that you can tell dates back several decades.
This isn't like a coal-fired boiler.
Well, here's something I would ask then.
Probably is, actually.
As someone who works as a janitor in the university, I do have also points in craft.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm familiar with general building maintenance stuff. Is there anything about this room that stands out as unusual besides just the age of the equipment?
So I will tell you, there is Okay, so there's the boiler and more modern equipment as well. And there is a note that says, there are no bodies here.
What?
Okay.
There are no bodies. So there's nothing unusual about the basement.
Oh, wait, why is
Oh
there
wait,
a note?
It's like, is this a note on the boiler or is this a note in the book?
It's a note in the book.
Okay. I thought
Sorry.
that was in like real life. I'm like, why would they have a note like that there?
That would be unusual, yes.
Okay, there are no bodies in the basement.
But
Right.
apart from that, the place seems generally well maintained but deserted. No one down here. I don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
The large. You said there's more modern equipment around, but the big old boiler does kind of. Is it the only really old piece of equipment in the room?
Not knowing what else would potentially be there, I'm not sure what exactly you're looking for as far as equipment to find.
I'm saying, like, does this piece stand out as like, this is like an oddity compared to the newer equipment around it? Like it's still there, but everything else around it is new.
So the boiler is there because to take it out, you would have to disassemble half of the building.
So
It's
it's not
just-
actually in use, it's just there?
It looks like it is still functional, but not functioning.
Okay.
All right. If there's
Well,
nothing
with
else
the
to-
newer equipment, why would you?
So you could still burn a body there if you wanted to.
How?
Okay. Yes.
Wait, actually, I do have that does make me think of one question. So it's a boiler, the heat ducts going out through the building to, how big is the pipes that go out up into the building?
Ooh.
So
Mara sized?
no.
Oh.
So the idea of a boiler is it heats water to then it heats water to steam levels,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
which then go out to the different areas to heat rooms.
Yeah, through the radiators.
Right. So the size
not
of
So
those,
there wouldn't be any ducts going from
right.
it.
No. I mean, you're talking about pipes that are the size of, your thumb.
Okay, I just
Or
wanted
a
to
hot
be good, 'cause I
dog.
know it depending
Or
on the
penis.
size of building, some old pipes can be like, not large enough for an actual person, but there's a lot of things in these games that aren't people.
Okay.
I'm already suspicious of everything I see, so I might as well ask the question.
I gotcha.
So there's nothing in this room that you suspect as being
Not exactly
unusual.
what it appears to be.
Yeah.
All right, then if there's nothing else to see back here, I go back upstairs, and with nothing else to do, I go out to the car and I get a few hours sleep.
Okay. So a few hours go by. The sun is going down. Give me a number between 1 and 10. All of
3.
you.
9.
4.
What was your 4? So Katie, you wake up first.
Yay! That's a first. Well. Hey. Hey, Frank. Hey.
Why?
I don't know how long we've been asleep for. But it's probably time to get up.
About X amount of time.
Oh, smart ass. Nudge Marcus.
Oh,
Marcus!
grab his brooms.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Poke him
What?
with his own broomstick.
You're
How
snoring.
long's it been?
I'm going to say it's approaching 6 hours.
All right. I'm going to get out and stretch, make my way inside.
I have to pee.
Okay.
Is the convenience store still open?
Yes.
I'm going to grab a couple candy bars or something.
Okay.
Eat them on the way up.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go for some coffee.
As you go past reception, the lady behind the counter tells you visiting hours will be ending in about an hour.
I don't
Okay.
care.
Thanks.
All right. So you got your candy bars, your coffee. Was Marcus getting anything?
I'll get a candy bar.
Okay.
Snickers.
It satisfies.
It
Yeah.
does.
Marcus likes peanuts.
He likes peanut.
I said peanuts. And even if he did, don't you judge him. I know this is the early 90s, but this is,
I'm not judging.
Marcus and Frank have a beautiful relationship, and you just don't need to be in,
What?
it has nothing to do with you.
Frank's gay?
No,
No.
Marcus just has a secretly yearns for him.
Marcus is his underling.
Oh.
If he still wants a job on Monday, we should probably get moving.
Notice me, senpai.
So,
I
what?
can't even say that with a straight
Is this
face.
turning into a hot gay like RPG?
I
No.
doubt it. You never know.
That's about to get hot as fuck.
We'll alienate our one listener.
Our one listener,
like-
yeah.
Retired hockey player, young MMA fighter. There's some bear-on-bear action about to go down here.
I know, right? That's hot.
I'll just get in the elevator and press the button for 4. Eating my
Okay.
goddamn candy bars.
If we're going down this road, then I'm
Things
going to
got
be initiating
awkward.
a lot more combat.
Things got awkward real quick.
All right, doors open. You're on the 4th floor. Your dad's room is down the hall.
Off I go.
Right, the door's locked, so you'll need to go down to the nurse's station to actually have them unlock the room.
I will do so.
Absolutely. Nurse comes back, unlocks the door. You can see your dad starting to stir on the bed.
Is the nurse sticking around? Is she going back to the station?
Because it is a secure room.
At least she didn't sneeze.
No, that wasn't a sneeze. That was the whiskey.
I know. I was like, at least you
Oh.
didn't sneeze.
I'll sit outside the door with the nurse. Just
Okay.
kind of keep an eye on her. See if she's fidgety or anything.
Okay.
All right. So you walk in, and your dad looks over, notices you. He seems to be trying to speak, but it's not coherent.
Is he making words or verbalizing anything, or is he just? He is, but it's just coming out gibberish.
The words that are coming out are trying to figure out how to word this so it makes sense, because I can picture it, I can hear it, but trying to, pass that on. He interspersed among words that you don't understand are English words.
Is Marcus with me, by the way?
I'm in the room, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
So there are English words interspersed among other languages.
So it's like he's saying one thing, but he's weaving in and out of other language, speaking, like in tongues, basically. Or like
right.
That's
So when he says something in English, and the next time he says something in English, it's not connected. So whatever he's saying in between is making up the words that are missing. Go ahead and give me an occult roll, Marcus.
Okay. Occult with anything or just by itself?
Intelligence.
Right. Let's see. Occult, intelligence.
Oh my
Oh.
God!
No.
Oh. I don't even understand the English that he's saying right now.
Basically, at this point, you're sure that the language that he is, well, languages that he is speaking are not languages that you are familiar with. Whether you are familiar with the writing, like you found the Sumerian, you could recognize the writing, but you can't actually understand the
But like the actual spoken language is something I can't figure out.
Right.
What English words is he saying?
With to Walker.
Actually, just for this, I do I still have the notepad of like words that I had written down from the wall earlier. Is it like connecting anything from what he's saying to like on that sheet of paper?
When you understand words that he is saying, you can tell that there is a connection to what is written. Like I said, Walker was something that you had recognized. I'm pretty sure it's not that.
Dude, if Chuck Norris is in this place, we just need to run.
Just let him handle it.
There's no victory to be found here.
I think I could take him anyway.
I will defeat him with my rainbow power.
I'm going to interrupt Dad and say, Dad, you got to speak English. What is going on here? English. Is there a way to... Oh, do I have anything where I could, like, calm him or anything? I have...
Convince me.
Ecstasy.
Knowing my father, having grown up with him being my father, would know exactly what I needed to say that would at least make him focus on me and focus on what he's trying to get across.
Okay.
Hey, old man, shut the fuck up. Or not.
Yeah, let's go with that. No. I would just say what I said, essentially. Dad, you got to focus. You're going in and out of languages here. I only speak English. I need English. What is going on? And I'll put my hand down on his shoulder or something like that.
I also want you to roll composure.
Straight composure plus.
What do you have under social?
Expression, intimidation, persuasion, socialize, streetwise.
Hold on. Expression and what?
Intimidation, persuasion, socialize, streetwise.
Just composure.
Ouch.
Okay. So, in all of the years that you knew your father,
Mm-hmm.
you never knew him to speak anything other than English. In fact, you're pretty sure he never graduated high school.
Wow.
So I'm just going to leave you with that. Wow, that's surprising.
What is that for?
That was his willpower to see if he could not so much snap out of his condition, but become at all coherent. I rolled 4 for his willpower, which is low.
My willpower's 4.
No, your willpower should be higher than that.
My willpower is
willpower's
resolve plus
3.
composure.
Okay.
Mine's only 3.
That seems really low. I'm going to have to go back in the rules and double check because it used to be, granted this is the old system, starting willpower was like 8.
Well, yeah, it says here on the bottom of the sheet, willpower, resolve plus composure. Unless there should be some modifier that I'm not aware of. That's what the sheet says.
Okay. Well, anyway. So, Frank, your father's eyes seem to clear, and he looks at you. He seems to be straining against the restraints, like he's trying to grasp you, and he starts babbling about something that walks the hallways at night and is seeming to feed off of the residents. It's sucking their life force.
Is it sucking the life force out of their buttholes though?
I don't
Yes,
ask that.
yes, that's exactly what it's doing.
I don't know. None of you probably saw that movie. Never mind.
Probably not, because it sounds terrible.
Actually, I'm just going to ask, is it sucking the life force out of them via a second season
No.
Buffy episode?
I don't remember the episode, so I'm going to say no. But regardless, he's not capable of conveying how. So
That was like a Bruce Campbell movie, I think. Is that his name? The Night of the Living, or not?
Evil Dead?
Gosh, yes.
Yes.
That didn't come out of their ass.
What? That was Bubba Hotep, the movie.
Bubba Hotep?
Bubba
Possibly.
Hotep? That was a terrible
It's
movie.
been a while since I've seen. No, that was an awesome movie. And you will shut your mouth.
They suck the soul out of their buttholes.
Well, where did you take a soul out of?
Not their
Never.
butthole.
Never disparage anything written by or conceived on a story that was written by Joe Lansdale. Never.
Have you seen My Name is Bruce?
No.
I have.
Okay.
Bubba
It
That
was
was
worse than
good.
Bubba Hotep.
I just like
yeah,
the name.
It was horrible.
I
That
just
was
like
not
the
a good
name.
movie.
The name was great.
We'll
Okay,
be right
moving
back.
on.
I gotta pee.
Okay. Let me go to our pause screen.
All right. Where were we before we
Hold on.
begin again?
Okay, we are all back. Okay, so Kaz and Jim had been able to decipher some of his father's ravings.
Right. And I was sitting out in the hall with the nurse.
Yep.
All right, I'm good.
All right.
And action.
Action.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Frank,
Yes.
Yes.
you've heard your father raving about some kind of monster that's feeding off the residents.
Does it come here every night?
I don't know what we're going to get out of them. I think the obvious course that we need to take is we need to stay on the floor tonight.
Oh.
I
Fun.
don't think they're going to like that.
Probably not.
But are they in on it?
Don't know. It's certainly a possibility.
Oh, that's right. I'm out in the hall. I can't. I'm keeping the nurse
The
occupied.
nurse is like, is who in on what?
I'm keeping the nurse occupied with my cleavage.
She's very interested in your cleavage.
Suddenly we're interested in the nurse.
Hey, we still have 3 pictures left on the disposable camera, is all I'm saying.
And a
Who
broomstick.
knows where the night can go?
And a broomstick. Gross.
You're fired.
You can't fire me. I'm a volunteer.
Okay. Well, if we need a place where they don't lock the basement, we could hang out down there if you want to stay inside after they lock the doors. I don't think they're not gonna have a full staff at night. We may be able to stick around without being, they won't see us.
Are the doors to the stairs locked? Does anybody check by any chance?
No.
Like the building stairwells instead of using the elevator? What do you...
Yeah.
Nobody's checked.
I'll wander out and check. Just I need a minute. And I'll just walk out, find a nearest stairwell.
So the stairwells are basically the emergency fire escape type. So they've got the push bar on the inside.
Do they look alarmed?
No.
No, they look very calm.
I knew that was
We'll
going to
find out. Just push on the bar and see what happens.
When is a door not a door?
When it's a jar.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not looking for. I just want to make sure it's unlocked. Yeah, and that it's not going to go off like an alarm will sound if this door is open sign. If there's none of that,
No, there is no such sign. However, you do notice that there are security cameras.
Oh. Closed system?
The closed circuit, yeah.
Well.
Hey, Mara, can I talk to you for a minute over here?
But the nurse,
All right. Now I'll sit down and I'll start trying to distract the nurse with my cleavage.
good luck. She's not into that. Sure.
She
I'll
is
be right back.
she is much less interested in your cleavage, Marcus.
All right. What can I do for you?
Can you hack into the security system here?
I will need to find access to it first. I'm guessing there's some sort of junction box thing.
Well, the theory would be this building would be no different than a house. All the utilities come in at one central location in the basement.
Get me to the basement and I can totally hack into it.
Did I see anything electronic like that when I was in the basement?
Double checking. I was unprepared for this, sorry.
Jeez, Guido.
For
Yeah,
us
I
to
know.
hack into the security system?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn it, Guido.
Isn't it something basic like you have X amount of rounds to get so many successes before you succeed or get caught?
Yes. Yeah. If you're trying to break in through one of the locked doors, I've got stats for that. There's also, I'm trying to find the security office because there is one.
Well, Unless they state otherwise, the thing that would make the most sense, it would be first floor, somewhere centrally located
Right.
near the main entrance.
Is this a printed inventory?
No,
Oh,
it's a printed location that I am building around.
got it.
Okay, so I'm going to require a perception roll to get some additional information.
From?
All of you. Basically, I'm assuming you are discussing your options, and you've seen the security cameras and whatnot. So
Perception, wits plus composure or relevant skill in place of composure.
so I'm saying wits plus investigation.
Wits plus investigation.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Wits. Investigation. So. Here we go, Waffles.
Okay. 1, 1, and 2.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
So you don't all suck. Yes.
I actually did have a question though in regards to the security camera.
Okay.
If she can't, break into it with computers, is there any other more mundane mean of circumventing that? Could we cut the power to it? Can I find a junction box or some kind of electrical fuse panel?
Yeah, but then they would go searching for the problem, which
Well,
ideally we want to make them think it's working, but we'll put it on a closed loop so that they don't ever see anything.
well, but as a backup, we would still have access because they would still be trying to fix it elsewhere from where we're going to be.
So if you were to cut the power, you would be cutting power to the entire building, and it would go on emergency power.
Which would be bad.
That might kill people. I'm not going to do that. So I just meant if there was a way to specifically take the fuse from the or the circuit breaker to the cameras specifically, or just the security office without affecting any of the other systems.
So the security office is on the first floor with the other administrative rooms.
Mm.
It is manned. There's a officer that watches the cameras, and you have noticed that there are security patrols walking around occasionally as well.
So, is Mark up there with the nurse and Frank and I are heading for the basement, or what's going on?
What were you heading to the basement for?
So I could hack into the cameras.
You're not going to find anything in the basement to hack into.
Okay.
I'm trying to think how you would be able to do that with the equipment you have in the 90s without having a hard line to...
You would have to have a hard line.
Right. So basically, you'll have to get into the security office, disable the guard, and hack in from there. Which I'm just going to say Mara would know this, given the equipment and the setup.
Right. So we know that. So, Frank, I can get to the cameras, but it's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be as easy as just hacking into them. In order for me to get at them, they're in the security office, which is manned 24/7 by at least one guard. So, I understand what you're trying to say, but that might be kind of difficult. I mean, ideally, one of us would distract the guard. But
We don't need an excessively long amount of shit. I mean, if we want to, if we just want to like make sure we're in the room at night, all we got to do is distract them for 2 minutes, somehow get a key, and get back in there.
Are the security cameras just in the hallways, or are they in the stairwells too?
They are in the stairwells and a couple other of the primary rooms, like the living room isn't the right word. Games room isn't the right word.
Lounge?
Yeah. Large room that people congregate in a retirement home.
day room.
Sure. The day room is monitored.
So somebody just needs to distract the guard long enough for you guys to get up to the room. That's it.
Well, even then we got to have a key. There's got to be somewhere on that fucking floor that isn't monitored that we can just.
Bathrooms? They wouldn't have cameras in the bathroom.
No, they wouldn't.
Not official ones.
What about the staff using the bathroom at night, though?
People have to use the bathroom. I'm not sure what your question is.
Well,
I've been in a lot of hospitals and things where a bathroom will have its own, maintenance closet for like cleaning supplies. So.
Oh, you're thinking hiding out in the bathroom.
right.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, but for that, if we're doing that, we would need to have some, because we have no way of communicating down to a security office saying, when are you going to trip the camera, essentially, so we can get out of here, cross the halls, and into the other room.
All right. Fuck it. I will incapacitate the guard somehow.
With cleavage?
With cleavage.
Backing up just a little bit here. What is it exactly that you are trying to accomplish?
We're trying to stay in the building overnight.
We want to be in the building undetected overnight. I'd rather be on the floor, 4th floor, where everybody is.
Ooh.
Something is eating their souls at night or whatever. I want to observe.
Why don't...
He wants to watch, take notes, learn.
You know what? Maybe there's a simpler solution. Maybe Frank just pays the guy $1,000 to let us sit there all night and watch cameras with him.
That works too.
That's a way. That's something.
Or maybe Mara does. You give me the money, I'll pay him $9,500.
9,500?
Yeah.
I just said 1,000.
Oh, I mean, $950,
Maybe maybe it's a couple hundred.
$900,
I mean,
$800.
do we have ATMs yet?
Yeah, of course there's ATMs.
Yeah, there were ATMs in the 90s.
Are you sure? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm fine.
There were.
I can go. You know what? Fuck. Why don't we go down and talk to the guy and see if this is the same guy going to be working all night? And if it is, we'll go eat some supper, get some cash, and make it back. And he'll find a way to let us in.
Okay.
Maybe. We can ask. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm just saying we can ask.
Plan A, knock on the door.
We can always
If it doesn't,
camp out in
if it
there.
doesn't work, we got the broomstick of doom.
Hell yeah. I swear, like 6 months into this campaign, when we're fighting demons and warlocks and the stick is still with us, you will remember, where it all began. The stick will save us.
Is it the stick of truth?
No.
Yes.
Maybe.
No, it's not.
So
Let's
I
just
put
go
my
ask this fucking
headphones.
guy.
Sorry.
Let's just go ask him and see how far we get.
Okay.
I mean, what do we got to lose?
Mm,
All right, so you're headed.
why don't you guys go talk to the security guard? I'm gonna go talk to my nurse friend. See if I can get a little a key access or something.
What's her name? Did you get her name?
Barbara.
Barbara.
What was it? Barbara?
Yeah.
Barbara.
I
Barbobot.
was
They're
gonna
coming
say
to get
Megan,
you, Barbara.
but Barbara's
Katie's
trying
coming to get you, Barbara.
All right.
All right.
So I go back to Barbara.
Barbara.
Can it be Megan? Can it be Megan?
Sure.
Okay,
I don't.
Megan. I go back to Megan.
Okay.
Can it be Rachel?
No, it's Megan.
Okay, Megan. You talk to Megan. We'll go talk to
All right.
smarmy security pants guy.
Okay. What are you gonna talk to Megan about?
I'm just gonna sweet talk her.
Be very detailed. I'm
You know,
kidding. I'm kidding.
There's gonna be some flirting, and then I'm
Get in
going to
really close
start
to the
in on the
microphone.
sob story
Say
that
it all slow.
this is my uncle who, like, I'm really worried about, and like I'm freaking out about leaving him alone, and I really, I just want to be able to stay in the room, and the guards are being absolute dicks and not letting me do it. So I'm gonna kind of try to get her to offer the key on her own, not necessarily me ask her for it. Just, oh hey, here's the key.
Okay. Give me a flirting roll.
What's flirting?
What the fuck is flirting?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay.
It's gonna be.
Persuasion manipulation?
I like that. Persuasion and manipulation.
Uh,
Or you could do subterfuge manipulation.
I like persuasion and manipulation better.
Okay.
Oh,
Katie rolls 32 dice.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Okay. So
We totally
She
meet.
hands
Before she gives me the key, we totally meet up in a supply closet first.
you the keys, and the keychain is just her panties.
Oh.
okay.
No, you're not gonna ask about your friends?
No, this is strictly Mara time. You guys aren't included.
No. Megan isn't into boys.
I meant to stay in the room, actually. I didn't mean supply closet.
It doesn't matter. I'll get you guys in. I got the hookup now.
Okay. So you were not trying to steal the key.
Right?
You're trying to convince her to give you a key.
I'm giving her a sob story so she'll feel bad. So, like, when she leaves work for the night, she'll give me the key.
So I can't give you my key. But you know what we could do?
Oh, I know what you could do. Sorry.
Hush, you.
We already did it. It's over.
Tw-
Couple times. I have magic fingers.
So the facility is always looking for extra help.
Oh.
I could get you over to HR, and we could get you a job doing either nursing or housekeeping. Because we're always looking for more people on night shift.
Can I guess which one she's qualified for?
Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for.
So, would I be able to start tonight, or are we talking?
With
I don't know too many jobs that will hire you on the spot and be like, start tonight.
Well, all the other people quit because they didn't want to clean shit off the walls.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I don't either.
so
Oh, come on. I just gave her the experience of her life.
so she's gonna put in a good word for you.
Are you-
She's known you for years. She's gonna vouch for you to bypass the background check and everything else that these kind of facilities need.
All right.
She cleaned at casinos in Monte Carlo, is a war veteran, and is a nun on the weekends.
Whatever.
So
I'll go with it.
That way you get your own key and you have the freedom to move about the facility with ease, and you won't be harassed by security.
All right. So I start tonight then, I'm assuming?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm still going to try to bribe that guy.
Okay.
Well, we got the key, and I can keep an eye out in the hallway. You guys can hang out in the room.
See, but we already left. We don't know you have the key.
Well, I know, but I'm saying when we meet up later on.
We'll see how we do here. That's. I've already started down this bribe path, so I think I better finish it. But we'll see what happens afterwards. It may not be awesome.
I should have looked something up. Okay, give me just a second. I need to pull up some stats. Okay. So, as the World of Darkness description of security guards, often middle-aged and overweight, many security guards are retired cops, with a sharply pressed uniform. Security guards carry a large flashlight, a set of keys, and sometimes wear a radio. They are frequently unarmed, though some carry non-lethal weapons such as pepper spray or a collapsible baton. Most security guards are tired, grumpy, and bored out of their minds. When confronted with signs of trouble, they typically have one of two reactions. Try to pawn off the problem on someone else, calling the cops or hunkering down in their golf cart and calling for backup, or charging headlong into the situation, eager for some action. Sorry.
That's all you guys.
I just find that just... What's that?
I said that's all those two, Marcus and Frank.
All right. Go ahead.
I just really like that description, and I had to share. So you're going to try and bribe the security guard.
I'm going to go, not so much bribe or... Frank's got to have some money on him, but he doesn't have $1,000 on him.
Well,
He'd have a few $100 probably.
maybe we
For a
can.
security guard, that's probably more than enough.
Probably.
Well,
Frank
what's
is
Frank's
still well
signature
off.
worth? eBay doesn't exist yet, but
I know.
he is
I
a celebrity.
know. We don't do that. You don't want to let anybody know who I am.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Guido. I can see the wheels turning in your head already.
You already signed in. They know who you are.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
true. All right. Let me just go. I mean, does he have an office or something with a window? I mean, is he in there? Can I find this guy?
The security office is its own room. No, there are no windows.
Well,
Of course there's not windows. It's a security guard. I mean, you don't give security guards light.
Of course not. I'll just go up and knock on the door.
Okay. What do you want?
Hey, my name's Frank. Who are you?
Joe.
Hey, Joe. I got a situation here, and I was thinking maybe you and I could work together to come to some kind of a solution for my problem.
What's going on?
My
He goes and
dad.
grabs a piece of paper to take
Okay.
notes.
You probably don't want to take notes. That's up to you.
Well, if I'm
My
taking a report,
It's not a report. This is more of a question. Let's put it that way.
okay. What you got?
My dad is up on the 4th floor.
Okay.
And his name is Richard. He's in room 4, blah, 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 blah. My dad came out of his, drug-induced stupor long enough today to tell me that something is coming on the ward or the floor at night and basically eating souls. I know this is bullshit. You know this is bullshit. But
He's trying really hard not to laugh at you. But
bear with me. I understand this
yeah,
is very
yeah.
ridiculous. But he's my dad, and I do anything for my dad. And I told my dad I would watch the floor overnight to make sure nothing happened to him. I didn't realize at the time that visiting hours would not allow even family to stay overnight. So I was wondering if there's any way I could stay down here with you. Perhaps I could make a nice charitable donation to one of your local precinct charity, Boys in Blue, whatever. What am I trying to say here? Shit, I had the name of one in my head too, and I forgot it.
Basically, you're trying to bribe him to hang out with you.
I'm trying to give a charitable donation to his local precinct, his favorite cause, so I can hang out here with him and we can talk all night. That way he won't be bored and I won't be bored, and we'll have a good time just shooting the shit. I'll bring coffee, I'll bring donuts, I'll bring eggs if you want.
anyway, moving on, away from the eggs. So Joe responds, I'd love to help you out, but you're going to have to get the boss's approval on that. I'm not authorized to let anyone who's not a security officer sit in the room with me.
Well, is the boss here?
Yeah, he's over in the admin. He's having a meeting with the boss. His boss. I'm sorry, there's not much room left.
The security boss is having a meeting with the hospital admin?
Yeah.
Perfect. Where's that at?
Room 103. Just down the hall.
I'm going to go to room 103, just down the hall.
Okay. Hold on. I have to figure out who the person is here. Oh, it's her, right. So Carla, the woman that you met at reception earlier, opens the door. Can I help you?
Carla, I need to see the security boss and the hospital admin immediately.
Well, I am the hospital admin. Michael's in the room with me. What's going on?
Oh, let me come inside here. Marcus, why don't you set this one out?
All
I will only be a minute.
All right. I wait outside.
Okay. Go ahead and shut the door. I'm gonna go. Go ahead.
I just want to ask, what room am I in now with them inside?
I'm assuming you're in the hallway just outside.
Oh, okay.
But if you wanted to go somewhere else.
What other administrative rooms are around here? Like, are any of them empty?
Not entirely sure what you mean by empty. There's records. There's a nurse's
just
station.
Don't have. Well, do any of them not have people in them? Just or if there's a meeting in the administration office, where was the person who's in there normally?
This is
So-
evening, so most people are probably out of the office by now, right?
Yes.
Basically, I'm just snooping at this point and trying to see if there's anything else around here that stands out as something that could be useful. Like, do I see like I don't know, like for instance, I don't know she has the keys. Do I see a janitorial office or a maintenance thing where maybe there's some spare keys lying around, or maybe there's anything of all of those lines that I could be using.
So pretty much any door that you come to that's not a pretty much all of these doors are going to be locked.
All right, just asking.
I'd have to double check the layout of the rooms, but I'm going to say pretty much all of these rooms are going to be locked because administratively they're either going to be holding medicine, and so it's going to be locked. Records, it's going to be locked. Someone's office, it's going to be locked if they're not in it. So I mean, unless and the janitorial closet is. I'll give you a 50-50 chance.
Roll a chance?
Yeah, just roll a chance die. If it's a...
Locked.
It's locked.
All right. Well, didn't hurt to ask.
So, if you want to wander around some more...
yeah, like not far away. Once he comes out of the office, I want to still be like within eyesight of it, though. But I'll roam around and I'll see if there's anything, around that seems interesting.
Okay.
When do I make my appearance back?
It's going to be a few minutes because you're still in the throes of passion with Megan.
Yeah. You're still doing your nurse.
Taking the time to do it right.
Oh, when I do it right.
You're taking pride in your work.
Damn right.
I'm terrible. So, Frank.
Yes.
You're talking with Carla and Michael. What's going on?
Yeah. This is a very odd request. I understand it's ridiculous. Before I even start, it's ridiculous. I get that. My father, Richard, is up on the 4th floor. Richard Wilson. He came out of his drug-induced stupor enough to tell me that he thinks something is... this is so ridiculous. Something is stealing parts of the souls on the floor. Obviously, this is crap. We both know this is just probably the demented ramblings of a man whose brain has just had too much and took a little vacation. But that said, he's my dad, and when he said that, I made a promise to him that I would watch over him. I did not realize that I could not stay in the room all night at that particular point in time. So what I am proposing is that I still keep my promise to my dad by possibly just sitting in your security room watching the cameras with one of your security guards. Think of it as like a police ride-along, except we're in one room. And I would be glad to make a, say, $500 donation to the hospital. I got my checkbook right here.
Damn.
Okay.
My friend Kaz would be with me as well. I'm sorry, my friend Marcus.
Who's Kaz?
I don't know.
Got a
Sounds
fucking name as
untrustworthy.
Kaz.
I don't want him in the security office.
Got a fucking name as Kaz anyway.
You brought a cat with you? What? Carla basically looks at you and says, "It doesn't matter to me. It's up to Michael." So, go ahead and I'm going to have you roll your manipulation again. Not again, just the manipulation plus persuasion, or if you have something else that you can justify for. I know you're not trying to bribe them, but I'm going to call it the bribe.
Manipulation, persuasion is fine.
Okay.
Nice. Holy shit. Jim's got his fucking groove back, finally.
Where were all these
Oh,
fucking
okay.
rolls when it was life and death?
I know, right?
So yeah, I was gonna say, with your bribe, if you rolled 6 or higher, it would count as a success. You rolled 4s and 8 and above, so well done. So Michael's gonna turn to you and say, the hospital will graciously accept your donation. You can go ahead and sit in the security office tonight. Just if you do cause any problems, I will have you arrested.
Understood. Is there any chance I might be able to go on a few of your security patrols as well? I mean, just total follow along. I'll be quiet. Might have a few general questions. I mean, I've never done a security a walk along.
As long as you're not causing any problems.
Of course not. Do you have a pen? I will write you a check.
Of course, a well-prepared security guard always has a pen on him.
That's right. Hand it over to Carla.
Okay. She puts.
Oh, go ahead.
She puts it on her desk and pretty much just ignores it. Is there anything else?
Marcus, or no, Marcus. Was it Michael? Michael, sorry.
Yeah, Michael.
Confusing my M's. Me and my friends are probably going to go out and grab something to eat. Is there anything we can bring back for you and your guys?
No, we're good. Thank you.
Okay. We will see you here in a few hours. Thank you.
I'll make sure someone watches the door for your return.
Thank you. Out.
One thing that I do want to be clear on, he's only allowing you that access.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe Mara can help him. Can help Marcus.
So she's legitimately in the building. You're legitimately in the building. I'm going to be hiding in the bathroom, aren't I?
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I
You're
would
hiding.
do? I would just show up with Mara and say, yeah, they called me. They told me to be here today or tonight. Yeah, it's housekeeping. I was going to be a janitor. Pushing a mop. I even got a broom handle.
I got a broom handle. I'm ready to go.
I'll put you to work for one night, probably. I bet you could roll your way into that. He says, metagaming all the while. Just because it'd be funny to try.
All right. Well, you coming out of the office, you're going to say that, that you're in for the, to the security office. We still haven't met it back up with Mari yet, so we don't know what her deal is. But, did they? I know what you're saying, Guido. But did they specifically say to you that you have to be by yourself? So if they didn't specifically say it, then I'll just show up with you and be like, we'll try to talk me in then.
They told me it was me only.
Oh,
I tried to get you in. They said it had to be me only. Anything else, escalating security risk.
All right. So
maybe we should check up with Mara, and maybe she found a way to get you in, or maybe she has some ideas because I'm kind of tapped on that.
All right. Head back upstairs, try and find Mara. Open the supply closet. Oh my God! Slam the door shut again.
No, you didn't. You didn't open up the supply closet.
Where's the Polaroid?
Where's the
Polaroid?
There were 3 pictures left. There aren't anymore.
We were done by the time you came up there. What I'm proposing is that I just kind of
Wow,
shoot
that
you.
relationship escalated fast.
What?
You're proposing?
Well, that comes later.
Sorry.
I was
Continue.
proposing that I just kind of shuffle Kaz into the supply closet without Megan noticing or anybody noticing. Just kind of in there.
Wait, then you're gonna leave? Why am I the only one getting laid in a supply closet today? Honestly, jeez. I want a nurse too. Lonely. Frank keeps on rejecting my
Advances. Are you going to hide in the supply closet, or?
Yes.
Okay.
It seems. Well, actually, do we want to do that now? Because it still seems. I thought we were still hours away.
No.
It's evening.
No. When you guys came back in, the receptionist said the visiting hours would be ending in like shortly. I don't remember the amount of time I said.
I think you said an hour.
An hour.
Yeah, an hour-ish. So it's getting really close to visiting hours being over.
All right. I can actually wait. Here may be a thing. This. I mean, maybe not. Depends on. Is this a drop ceiling?
I don't think it matters. You're in a supply closet.
Yeah, but someone may come into this closet, and I don't want to.
I'm part of the cleaning crew now. I'm gonna come in the supply closet.
But are you the only one on the floor? You know, that's kind of thing. That's
up to the Guido.
I'm just saying, if I'm in there alone for an extended period of time, I'm gonna look for some way to hide besides just wait and hope not to be found. You know, if there's an area, I'm guessing it's relatively not huge. It's not a room to itself. So if there was like a locker inside that I could fit, into, or if there's a drop ceiling, I kind of get up there and hide somewhere.
The magic 8-ball is saying
no.
All right.
Drop ceiling would not be able to support weight, at least not the kind of drop ceiling that I'm familiar with.
Well, I'm not saying I'm gonna go crawling about. I just mean if there's a place because if there's a place up there, I could just kind of you can get on top of where the walls are, and that'll you're being supported by the walls above the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, now that I just thought about this is going to turn into that scene from Aliens where I go above the ceiling and suddenly whatever is hunting about this hospital is just coming at me.
You're dead.
The broomstick will protect me.
I'm Goth Marenge.
It was a worthy sacrifice, Cass.
So, okay, I will say that you can climb up one of the shelf units to get up to the ceiling, and I'm going to need a dex roll to make sure that you don't destroy the ceiling tile in your attempt to get through the ceiling onto the wall.
Would it be dex alone? Because I also have athletics. Since it's climbing.
Stealth.
Stealth.
Dex plus stealth.
Okay.
It's either that or larceny.
Dance.
Either stealth or larceny. But I'll let you pick.
I will pick larceny because I have more points than that, and I ain't doing stealth.
Okay.
Yay!
That was a little bit closer than I wanted.
Okay.
I was hoping 4 successes with a few 10s in there. I fashioned myself a little 2-bedroom apartment above the ceiling.
None of that happens. So
No.
you after several attempts where you almost snap the tile, you finally finagle it out of its housing and climb through onto the wall. And so you are now in the dark, perched on top of the wall, between rooms, hiding.
All alone. Sounds like fun.
How does it feel to be alone?
Creepy.
Please, this is like amateur hour alone. You got no idea. But okay, so
So,
No.
Mara and Frank, I believe you guys are going for dinner, so, you know.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
I'm gonna walk down with Megan.
Good thing you ate a candy bar 2 hours ago, or whatever the fuck it was.
Who, me?
No,
No, Marcus.
Marcus.
Oh, Marcus. He's got stamina for days. He's
Yeah.
fine.
Mara, what you
Yeah,
hungry for?
I'm just. Yeah, I mean, I can.
I just had myself a full course meal.
Yeah, but you need to refuel.
That's true. I did wear myself out.
Yeah.
Eat
So I'm not worried about it physically, but I am sitting above the ceiling by myself, grumbling. It's like, God damn.
I'll bring you some food. Relax.
Megan can't go with you because her shift isn't over yet.
Right.
That's all right. She's done with her. For now.
Maybe. For now.
Ooh. Temporary. All right.
All right, so you guys are heading out.